What's up, y'all? What it do? So first we're gonna start with some concealer. We're gonna put that concealer on our eyelids, and then we're gonna buff that concealer out. Make sure you get like a smooth canvas, y'all. Okay, so after you buff that concealer out, you're gonna use some powder. I used Laura Mercier translucent powder. You can use any kind of powder you want, for real. So we're gonna start with our transition shade, and that's gonna be your lightest shade. You're gonna apply that, and then you're gonna take like a shade darker and apply it under the transition shade. Make sure y'all blend that out. So we're gonna get a smaller brush. I'm using the Morphe 507, and we're gonna put that in our crease. Now me, I don't have a crease because I got hooded eyes, so you're gonna kind of like, I'm creating a crease. Now when you're using dark colors, make sure you blend it out. And as you see, I'm still blending, so I'm gonna keep on blending. Alright, y'all, so we're gonna take a step further. So I'm gonna get like a small pencil brush that's good for packing, and I'm gonna lay my bad, y'all. I'm gonna lay down this black, like, you know, so I can like really have like a defined crease. But make sure you use a little at a time, and make sure you blend that black out. Alright, so right now what I'm doing is I'm just gonna deepen up my outer V. And when you do that, just make sure you kind of like blend in place, if that makes any sense. Because you don't want to like spread that black everywhere, and then you're gonna look like you got the raccoon eyes. Like, that's not cute. So it's time to cut the crease. So I'm gonna use a small concealer brush. Like, y'all about to see I'm about to switch my brush out. But what I'm doing, I'm just gonna stamp that concealer on there like in the shape that I want my cut crease. And the reason why I do the stamping motion is because I got hooded eyes. So I gotta like make my own crease. I gotta go for what I know. I'm just gonna use my finger to blend in that concealer with the eyeshadow. And so on this side, y'all see I got an even smaller brush. So what I'm basically doing is I'm just like kind of defining that line on that cut crease. And so I just sprayed my brush with some Matte Fix Plus. And so I'm just gonna lay down a gold shade. So right now I'm gonna work in like, what am I using? Oh yeah, Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam. So that's the pattern I'm gonna be using throughout the video. But I will tell y'all that like the bronze color in there sucks, so I had to go into my Juvia's Place palette and use the bronze color out of there. And also, after you go like lay down that bronze color, like put a little bit of the gold like in between the line of demarcation, so that way it kind of like be blended. Y'all see what I mean? So now I'm just taking that matte color and I'm blending it into those shimmers. So I tight line my eye first because I don't like when the concealer be out on your lashes and you got fallout on your lashes. That's not cute to me. So I tight line my eye. Then I go over there with a liquid liner and just make like my, my little eyeliner. I use a liquid liner. But I go an extra step when I'm like stepping out. So I'm going to take some black shadow and I'm going to put it over that liquid liner. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Becca. And I'm going to like put this, it's a mattifying primer because I'm really, really oily. So what I do is I put that primer in my T-zone only. And the reason why I do that because, baby, when I say it gets you matte, it gets you matte, baby. So I'm going to go in with the Tacha on the perimeter of my face. And I just like this combination. It works for me. It's what I like. It's what I use. Feel free to use what you want to use. But don't be having no dry skin trying to use a mattifying primer like sis. That ain't going to work. Alright, so I'm going to apply some powder down before I do my foundation. So I am using the Juvia Space Foundation now, y'all. I'm mad at sis. I'm not going to lie. I'm mad at sis, but I'm not going to cancel sis. Does that make any sense? Like, we believe so much in the cancel culture, and like if somebody cancel me for everything I did wrong, I don't know where I'll be at. But enough of that. Back to the tutorial. Okay, so I'm gonna go in between a sponge and a brush to blend out this foundation. It's easy to blend, but I had some foundation mishaps. Oh yeah, by the way, y'all, this some footage from like yesterday because when I recorded this look, all my foundation footage was not recorded, so I had to go back so I can put this video out. So I hope y'all understand what's going on. Basically, I do my foundation first when I'm doing a natural look. When I'm doing a full glam, I do my eyes first. So I hope y'all can understand. But back to what we doing. I'm just blending, y'all. I'm just blending. More blending. Going back and forth. Yeah, I love this concealer. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. So I'm just going to highlight up under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. So I'm going to press in that concealer with my brush. And the reason why I do that is so I can so I ain't got no creasing. Like, it kind of prevents creases for me. So I use a brush first and then I go back in with a sponge. Yeah, I can't talk. I don't know what's wrong. And so it's time for the contour. This is my favorite part. And y'all, I've been gaining a little weight, so I got like a double chin. So that's why I'm doing an extra step. Like, that is not necessary. But that's what I'm doing right now. And don't forget to snatch your nose. But my nose look like Michael Jackson nose when it fell off. I ain't got one. So we just gonna blend all that contour out. And so right now I'm just snatching my nose. Y'all gonna see me go back and forth between this a couple of times, because I have to make sure I get it right, because my nose is very, very small and flat. So now I'm about to apply my powder. Before I do it, I'm gonna grab my sponge and I'm gonna make sure that nothing is creasing, it's all blended out. And so I'm gonna take a yellow base powder. I use the Huda Beauty Powder in Blondie, and I'm just gonna put powder on everywhere. Basically, I'm gonna set everywhere I put that concealer. So we don't want our makeup to move, we want our makeup to stay. So powder down, baby. And I make sure I take that also up the bridge of my nose. And a little reverse contour. So I'm also going to set my contour. I'm going to use my Anastasia contour kit. Yeah, it's so old, but yeah, this is the steps I take. Snatching that nose up. Now I'm going to use some Maybelline Fit Me powder. I'm just going to apply that everywhere I didn't put any more powder. So, and I'm going to use that powder to buff everything out. Well, I'm going to use a little bronzer, and we're going to put some warmth back into our face. So right now I'm just adding a little blush. I'm not really a blush person. I like blush. I don't have that many, but I like blush. And so right now I'm doing my highlight. I'm going to do a double highlight because I'm just extra like that. So right now I'm doing matte gold deposit. I'm going to lay that down first. Putting on all the areas I want to pop. Then I'm going to spray with my Holy Grail Urban Decay All Nighter. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit, fan, you know, get it dry. But while it's still a little wet, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Master Chrome and Malt Golden. And I'm going to put that down. Like, baby, do you see how it glow? Yes, ma'am. Alright, so right now I'm just about to do my lower lash line. So everything I did up top, I'm just going to do on the bottom. I'm going to do it from darkest to lightest also, so you will see how I go. Place that color down, place the next dark color down. And you always want to make sure like your outer V and like, you know, like the corners right there, that's kind of blended. So it kind of makes your eyes look more open. So right now I'm just putting that color on my lower lash line, and I'm going to do my lashes and I will be back. Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria Cornine. So I hope you enjoyed my basic to baddie tutorial. Again, comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future. Hope to see you next time. Deuces.